Hello, I'm back to the water. My name is Beast, and today we're back with ToHeart. This part is going to be the first part I'm officially going to title as Tomoko-Route. Also, yes, I'm recording even though I had work today, because I feel like it. So yeah, wow. Over a week of daily uploads. Aren't y'all's fucking lucky? And yeah, I don't even have an excuse anymore. Like, it's literally just a case of like, this helps when it's hot. I wish I didn't feel the fucking desire to escape the heat via beer, but here we are. Anyways, Wednesday, April 23rd. Morning has of course come again. I'm tired. I'll have another day of learning. I'm heading out. Inform the empty living room that I'm leaving, then exit the door. Okay, everyone's over from across the street.
なんだか眠そうだね。
眠いよ。
おっきなあくび。
Akari grins. Fourth period or an English class.
Fairy tales ってのは一つの単語で。
Without eyes, gaze out the window. Speak of spring and the weather's phenomenal. Another tranquil day. Days like these I could fall asleep if I'm not careful. Gentle wind blows through a window, further tempting me to sleep. Miles are getting heavier. The teacher reads from the text, and the sound of chalk against the blackboard lulls me like a lullaby. Sleepily look around and find that I'm not the only one on the verge of dozing off. Some yawn with their heads down, some are even fast asleep already. Given the circumstances, what difference would it make if I took a nap too? Would I let my guard down, let out a big yawn? I have the bad luck of making eye contact with the teacher. Ah, crap. Frantically stifle the yawn and shut my mouth, but it's too late. I reflexively hide my face behind my textbook. The class laughs at me as I rise from my chair. Damn. They sure seem awake now. I smell tensely. Man. I see the number wasn't scheduled to be called on today, so I'm not ready.
Reading fairy tales is enjoyable even for adults.
What? Pernicus. Doesn't sound like a nice word. It's definitely an adjective. Does that mean picky? Oh. God damn it. I have no idea. Can anyone help me? Mazuri, he's too far away. Akari, also far away. Just bet on the first thing that comes to mind. I'm about to give it a shot when the class rep casually hands me a piece of paper from the next seat over. She'd written what seemed to be a definition. Oh, thank God! I can use this! Sit down and sigh. I was saved! Class rep doesn't fail to impress. Apparently her answer was perfect. Look at the piece of paper again. Pretty handwriting is written faintly with a mechanical pencil. Mechanical pencil seems to use hard lead. Cover my mouth with my hand. I whisper. Rather than answer, she holds another piece of paper out to me. Wait. Take it and unfold it. You don't even know what Pernicus means? How are you going to pass the class? She always has to be harsh. When I say that, Looks right at me and giggles. It's lunchtime. After quickly finishing my usual boring lunch, sandwiches from the student store and a cafe au lait. Why is the cafe censored? I leave the classroom and head to the roof. Soon as I step outside, blinding sunlight strikes me. With nice weather like this, she's got to be around here somewhere. Look around.
いたいた。
Quickly spot the back of someone who seems to be the person I'm looking for, and as I get closer, I call out to
お
them.
ーい、園長。
藤田君
She looks surprised. Looks like she had just finished her lunch too.
よ、また屋上で食ってたのか？
なんか用？
Rather than answer my question, she responds coldly as usual. Still in that coldness, there's something friendlier than
大
before.
した用じゃねえんだけど、
何？
英語の時間のヘルプ、ちゃんと礼を言おうと思ってな。
なんや、そんなことか。
She lets out a small laugh and leans against the wire mesh.
別に助けたつもりやない。いらんこと2時間割いて授業遅れるのが嫌やったんや。
She squints and stares into the distance.
わざわざそんな可愛げのない言葉を選んで言うことはねえだろ。
She laughs. It's a soft laugh. Breeze blows through. It tussles her bangs and makes the hem of her skirt flutter. It's just an ordinary moment of an ordinary day, but it's oddly picturesque. Both fall silent for some reason. It's not a suffocating silence, but a natural one. Class rep smiles and gazes down at the town, wipes over her face from the side. After a fairly long silence, class rep suddenly speaks
小
up.
さいことでくよくよしてるのがバカバカしくなってくる。
She says, ask her to repeat herself.
前にそう言わんかった？
俺が？
こうやっておもちゃみたいな街を見下ろしてると人間がちっぽけな存在に思えてくる。そうすると小さなことでくよくよしてる自分がバカバカしくなってくるってそう言うてたやろ？
おお、言ったような。
But it was just the first thing that came to mind when I was trying to cheer her up.
あん時はようそんな恥ずかしいこと言えるもんやと笑うたけど正直言うと私もそんな風に思う気持ちあるわ。胸の中にもやもや溜まった時とかようここ来てぼーっと景色眺めたりする。
あ
あのちっちゃな街のちっちゃなビルのちっちゃな窓のそれよりもっとちっちゃな点みたいなのが人間なんやなーって思うたら人間一人の悩みなんてほんまどうでもいい。この胸のモヤモヤなんてあの点一つの小ささでしかないと思うたらつまらんことで落ち込んでるのがアホらしゅうなる。
まあな。
A
そん
nod.
なしょうもないことで悩んどっても一問の得にもなりまへんしな。
なんやのそれ関西弁のつもりか？
結構イケてるだろ。
アホか全然ちゃうわ。
じゃあ例えば今のだったらどう言うんだ？
そうやな。そんなしょうもないことで悩んどっても一問の得にもならへんわかな。
一緒だ一緒。
そうかもな。
We laugh. We're getting along weirdly well. Who the fuck are you? Who invited you?
じゃあな。おう。
That's like the guy who's sitting behind him or something, I think. And it's Masashi and Kakimoto. They're on way to soccer practice. Let's not get moving too. Let's get moving! Okay, we're going home. I've made my decision. I will stay with it. Got the unburnable. I gotta put the unburnable garbage out tomorrow. Got a lot of that just waiting to be thrown away. Should I take the garbage out now? Being alone is tough. I will say that I'm also like at least somewhat tired because I did only sleep like 5 hours 40 minutes apparently. Yeah. Turns out when I ended part last night, it was on time when I wanted to go to bed, but then I noticed that like something was happening and like was doing something, and then suddenly like, well, fuck, it's getting later and later, and suddenly it's like, okay, if I fall asleep now, I'll get like 8 hours of sleep. So I went to bed, and then proceeded to not fucking fall asleep. Anyways, Thursday, April 24th. So, yeah, and I only have myself to blame for this one. Almost tired though, because of work. But here I am anyways.
Ohayo, Hiroyuki-chan.
おーっす。
あれゴミ
おー、今日は燃えないゴミの日だからな。
Says hold the garbage
捨てて
bag.
も捨ててもすぐ溜まるんだよ。なんだよ。
なんだか主婦みたい。
一人で生活すりゃわかるよ。お前も。
Regardless, the day is over. I can go straight home or stop somewhere on the way. Up to me. What should I do now? We'll go home, apparently. That night. There's a girl in our school uniform outside the arcade. She's playing the crane game with a serious look on her face. When I look closer, it turns out to be class rep. Huh. Class rep seems to be serious and uptight. I'm surprised to see her playing at the arcade. There was some prize she wants.
それにしても
Check a nearby clock for the time. 9:15. There's no time for high schoolers to be hanging around in their uniforms. There is also a chance that she just feels uncomfortable at home. Presumably this was stopping her way home, but that's what she's doing out so late. I remember something she once said.
彼女、ああ見えても毎晩のように
Yeah, remember the bullshit.
遊びしてるらしいのよ。けど、私も見たのよね。駅前でおしゃれした星名さんが背広のダンディーなマジまさに噂の現場をでも言い換えれば彼女も今時の女の子ってことね。普段学校とかで真面目にやってる分
She was a walking rumor mill said. I don't particularly trust things she says. Still, now I'm looking at the class rep in an arcade. I'm a little curious. What's really going on? Well, I won't learn anything from just thinking about it. She's right there, so I can just talk to her and clear things up. With that thought in mind, I'm about to approach from behind when the class rep starts kicking the machine like she's upset that she couldn't get the prize. My eyes go wide. How crass. A young man that seems to work at the arcade runs over.
困りますお客様
And she rips into
なん
him.
やのこれは。一回取っても途中で落ちるやないの。こんなん絶対取れへんやんか。
そんなことないですよ
そんなことないことない。だいたいこの爪めっちゃ弱いやん。こんなんでほんまに景品が取れるんか。
取れますよ実際取っていかれるお客様もたくさんいらっしゃいますし
嘘や。さっきから見とったのに誰一人取れてないやん。
ちゃんと景品の補充もしてますし
やったらいっぺんあんたがやってみせてえな。
そんな無茶苦茶な
むちゃくちゃ自分今取れる言うたやないの。だいたいこんな絶対に取れへん機械でぼったくってる方が
わかりましたじゃあ今回はお目当ての景品をお渡ししますので
物渡すとかに納得して帰れ言うんか。
いえそんな
The employee is thoroughly distressed. Class rep is being super mature, unable to sit back and watch a get in between them.
まあ。
藤田君
Stunned, she whispers my name.
どうもすいません。こいつ根っから短気なもんで、じゃあすいませんけど景品だけいただけますか。それでおとなしく引き上げますんで。
ちょっと藤田君何勝手に話進めてんの。
With class rep yelling at me, the arcade employee promptly took out the huge bear plushie and handed it to me.
どうかこれで一つ
どうもすいません。
The employee bows and flees back to the arcade. Once you're alone, class rep says,
ちょっと藤田君どういうつもり？
you were about to get banned from an arcade over a goddamn teddy bear.
負けず嫌いは悪くねえけどさ、負けた勝負に文句言うのはみっともいいもんじゃねえぜ。
負けたんやない。あの機械もともと景品取れへんようになってたんや。
取れる機械と取れない機械を見極めれない時点で委員長の負けだろ。あんなのは一回やればわかるんだよ。ダメだと思ったらすぐにやめる。基本だろ。
せやけど欲しい景品はあの機械にしか入ってへんもん。
それでもスパッと諦める。
こういう景品って普通のお店には売ってへんし、今取らへんかったら次の日にはもう誰かに取られてしまうかもしれへんやん。
こんな憎ったらしい顔したクマのどこがそんなにいいんだよ。
All the prize right in front of my eyes.
それは正直自分でもようわからへん。最初の100円で取れんかったらなんや妙に欲しなって思うて。
で、結局全部でいくら使ったんだ？
2000円くらいかな。
もったいねえ。なあ、もしそのクマがどっかの店で2000円で売ってたら買ったか？
かは変やろな。
だろう？
そんなん結果論やん。最初から2000円使うって分かってたら私だってやってへん。
To be fair, it's sunk cost fallacy.
最初はたまたま小銭が300円あったからなんとなくやっただけやったんや。狙ったのが取れへんかってだんだん腹立ってきて、そしたらハマってもうたんや。
Girl, you are the prime fucking prey for fucking predatory marketing campaigns like that. You're the type to start a gacha, like, you know what, if my friends are playing it, let's try it out. And then she ends up being the one that wails the most because she really wants that one meta character. It just doesn't pull her. That reminds me, I did pull one more time on a One More Cement a Day. It was literally just 110 pull. Three stars. Namely, fucking, God, Perfect Equation, Horse Girl, fucking Silver Hair, as well as 2 Tokaiteos. So yeah, I now have a, 4-star Tokaiteo. What is it with with me and, like, the starting shit gotchas throw at me? I mean, it was the same thing with fucking Honkai Star Rail. I'd say, you know what? I'm gonna, like, start playing the game and see what I get from the free shit. I proceed to get Firefly and Ruanmei, and so I just sit there like, well, I kinda have to play.
$300円でやめときゃいいのに。
だからそれは結果論やろ。その時は次の100円で取れるかもしれへんって思ってたんや。300円の犠牲を無駄にせんためにも収穫ゼロじゃ引き下がれへんやん。
まさにハマりの構図だな。ま、俺も一度ハマった口だからよーくわかるけどさ。
藤田君も似たような経験あるん？
That's why that's why you need to fucking dig your goddamn heels in at the arcade for that game. To beat you. It's literally just so he does the same shit.
まあな。
同じ機械で？
ここだけの話だけど、うちには単価12000円の犬のぬいぐるみがいる。
12000円？そんだけあったら家建つよ。
立つか。
なんや藤田君、偉そうなこと言うて自分も同じ過ちを経験してるんやないの。
It's called the wisdom of the experience.
だからその教訓を生かしてだな。
なあ、もしもその犬のぬいぐるみが店で12000円で売っとったら
I'm going to steal your glasses.
はいはい、買わねえよ。
ああ、なんか身近にアホな仲間がおってちょっとだけ気分が楽になったわ。
やっぱ言わなきゃよかったぜ。
We laugh after a brief
それは
pause.
そうと委員長、こんな時間まで何やってんだ？
Ask what I was curious about to begin with. In that instant, her face darkened slightly. What? I shouldn't have
ま
asked.
だ家には帰ってないんだろ？
She still has a school uniform on, so I'm probably
まさ
right.
かずーっとゲーセンで遊んでたわけじゃねえよな。
She hangs her head and doesn't answer. Why's she being so quiet? She not want to answer the
言
question.
いにくい場所にいたのか？もしかして彼氏んとこだったか？
I tease.
だよね。
She finally
彼
responds.
氏いねえの？
ほらね。
なんで作んねえの？委員長って美人だし、頭もいいし、その気になりゃ彼氏の人
Why am I
って
going back to the
すぐに
mouse?
わかるだろ
That was weird.
二人もいらんわ。
まあ、
似合ったら、そっちはどうなんだ？
He suddenly strikes back.
俺は
上岸さんとか長岡さんとか仲ええやんか。どっちかと付き合うとるんやないの？
Okay, I will excuse Akari. Because Akari is actually like really close with him. How dare you insult him by saying that he could get that he might get with fucking Shiho?
あいつらはそんなんじゃねえよ。
I don't think we get on this subject.
話の内容がずれてきた。今は委員長がこんな時間まで何してたのかって話だろ。
I forced the conversation back on track. Now it feels like I'm the one being evasive. Classrep pauses for a bit, then sighs with an exhausted look.
塾や。
She answers tersely.
塾？
進学塾。週に4日通ってる。
なんだ、塾か。
I'm
だ
relieved.
ったら隠すことねえだろう。
別に隠してなんかない。ただ、嫌なことを思い出してなかっただけや。
なんだよ、嫌なことって。
He shakes her
ま
head.
あしょうもないことやけど。
Conversation comes to a halt. It's a sort of painful silence. Come up with something else to talk
No.
about.
委員長って電車通学だったよな。駅まで送ってってやるよ。こうやってばったり出会ったのも何かの縁だ。せっかくだから話でもしながら。
それより藤田くん、
She interrupts me.
時間まだええんやったら、どこか静かな場所で話せえへん？
Yeah, she doesn't want to go home. She has something about her home is what making her not want to go there. It's just a surprise to me. I'm not unsure.
別にいいけど。
なら、
でも、そっちの時間は大丈夫なのか？家に着く頃は10時とか11時になっちまうぜ。門限とか。
門限なんてない。
ああ、そう。そりゃまたオープンな家庭だな。普通、親父さんあたりがうるさそうなもんだけど。
うち、父親おらへんし。
え？
母子家庭なんや。
Right, I think she has said something about
Why?
this.
気にせんでええよ。おらん言うても別に死んだわけやないし。
Lips curled to a wry smile.
離婚しただけやから、ちゃんと生きてる。
あ
So yeah, that confirms the whole like her taking a selfie with the old dandy famous gentleman. If that actually happened, it's probably her dad.
言い方悪かった？
She grins. We're at the park. We plan to stop at whatever restaurant might still be open, but we end up walking all the way here. The park is, of course, empty and silent by now. Street lamps glow white. I buy 2 cans of coffee from the vending machine and toss one to class rep.
暑いのでよかったか。
Crack the cans open. Mm. She holds it in both hands and touches her lips to the steaming opening. I watch her sip coffee and gulp mine down. Spring's almost over. Even the late blooming cherry blossoms have lost their petals. My breeze is warm. Warm enough that cold coffee might have been nice, but we're both in the mood to slowly sip on hot coffee. We stop talking, and time seems to pass slowly. We can hear the commotion of the night in the distance. Sounds of cars, rustling leaves. We're alone together in this spring night. My heart thumps strangely fast. Break the silence with an unintended laugh.
なんやの？
いやー、なんだかさ、若い男女が会話もなしにずずーっとコーヒーをすすってる絵ってのが、 なんだか間抜けに思えてさ。
まあ確かに。
We're both about halfway finished with our coffees.
週に4日も通ってるって？大変だな。
進学目指してるんなら普通やろ。
俺なんかテスト前ぐらいしかまともに勉強しねえってのにさ。
藤田くんらしいわ。
いつもこんなに遅くなんのか？
せやな。だいたいこれくらいかな。
ハードな生活を送ってんな。こんなじゃ遊んだりしてる暇もねえだろ。
まあ
Figured. There's no way she could be screwing around at night. Those rumors were probably just lies after
毎
all.
日勉強か。ストレス溜まりそうだな。
Alright. I'm gonna do some for her. Toss back the rest of my coffee, then
な、委員長、ちょっとそこに座りな。
point to the bench.
ない
いからいいから。
Massage! I push her over to the bench and basically force her to sit down. Then I get behind her and put my hands on her shoulders.
藤田くん
Another potential thumbnail. She tries to turn around, but I stop
ま
her.
あまあ、そのままじっとして。毎日勉強で疲れも溜まってんだろ。一つ、俺が肩を揉んでやろう。
ええよそんな。
まあ、黙ってやらせろよ。この間の授業中、助けてもらったお礼ってことで。
別に。
こう見えても俺、マッサージには自信があるんだ。テクニシャンでよ。
なんか
Despite her initial hesitance, I eventually managed to win her over with my usual enthusiasm. Shoulders are more narrow than they looked. Feels like too much force could break her. Careful not to hurt her.
お客さん、凝ってますね。うん、本当に凝ってんな、こりゃ。とても現役女子高生の肩とは思えねえぞ。
そうなん？
かどうかはわかんねえけどさ。
なんやねん。
She's tense at first, but shoulders eventually relax. Now she's calm, letting my hands work.
なあ、ゲーセンとかよく行くのか？
Ask us rub her
時
shoulders.
々な。たまに暇つぶしによる程度。向こうの友達とはよう言っとったけど。
神戸だっけ？
ああいうのがめっちゃ好きな子がおってな。その子、自分の部屋中ぬいぐるみだらけにしとった。
She closes her eyes and reminisces. Wow. People accuse her of being so serious and uptight, but she has fun in the same ways as girls like Shiho. Does that make sense? She's just a normal girl
そ
too.
れにしても、今日はいろいろと委員長の意外な一面が見れて楽しかったぜ。
A
意
chuckle.
外な一面って？
ゲーセンでキレてるところとかさ。
あれは、だって、ムカついたもん。
俺、委員長っていつもクールで、絶対に熱くなったりしないタイプだと思ってた。
今日は、たまたま虫の居所が悪かったから。
She blushes and hangs her head
白
low.
いだからね。あ、そういや、さっきもそんなこと言ってたよな。なんか嫌なことがあったんで？何があったんだ？
She doesn't answer. Doesn't seem like she wants to talk about it. That's fine. I don't want to pry. I'll just not mention it again. However, no sooner did I think that
成
than
績、落ちてもうた。
she murmurs.
塾での模試、順位が落ちてもうたんや。
落ちたって、どの程度だよ。
かなり。
そうなのか。
Can't imagine what a lot means to her. But she still has to be higher than me or
ただ
Shiho.
のスランプだろ。次は大丈夫だって。委員長は実力あるんだから。
I need her shoulders hard.
ここんとこいろいろ考えることがあって、勉強に身が入らんかったし。
例のノートのことか？
あんなんは大したことやない。もっと、
More. More what?
何か悩みでもあんのか？
She nods.
根本的な問題なんやけど。
She
な
sighs.
んだよ。よかったら相談に乗るぜ。
Keep massaging.
おいほれ、何でも言ってみな。
I say, still rubbing her shoulders. She closes her eyes and thinks for a while before
神
whispering.
戸に帰りたい。
Her voice is so weak that I barely hear her. Man, stop.
もう、こっちの生活は嫌や。
She looks as tired as she claims to be. Bathed in the glow of the streetlights, her back looks strangely delicate and fragile. I'd gotten the feeling that she wanted to go home to Kobe before. I didn't realize it was weighing on her this
なん
much.
でそんなに向こうがいいんだ？
理由はいろいろあるけど、
例えば言葉の違いとか。
それもある。でも具体的に何が嫌やとかは説明できへん。言うなればこっちのノリそのものがいまいち肌に合わへんから。
ノリね。
口で説明しても伝わらへんやろな。
After a moment of silence, she continues.
やっぱり一番の理由は仲のいい友達と会えんのが辛い。
友達か。
人間なんてなんだかんだ言うて一人じゃやっていけへんもんや。
だろうな。
そばにおった時はそんなに感じへんかったけど、いざ離れてみるとそのありがたみがようわかる。
電話とかしてんだろ。
電話で話するとその後で余計寂しなるから。
そっか。
It's getting kind of depressing.
ところで、その会いたい友達って女か？それとも男？
なんでそんなこと聞くん？
そりゃあやっぱ気になるだろう。
まあ女の子もおるし男もいてる。
そいつ彼氏か？
彼氏なんかとちゃう。
本当か？なんだか動揺してるぞ。
そんなこと。
Treading off, class rep looks down as if
赤
embarrassed.
くなってるぜ。
T's hoping to get a reaction out of her, then
彼氏やないけど、私の方はそいつのこと好きやったと思う。
she says it matter-of-factly.
ええ。
I want to tease her. I want to crack a joke to lighten the mood, but I can't speak.
うちの両親、高校受験する直前になって突然離婚することになってな。私は母親側につくことになったから、実家のあるこっちに無理やり連れてこられたんや。高校も本当は向こうの学校を受けるはずやったのに、急遽今の高校に決まってもうた。
Like, this man is just like, teasing her about the boyfriend thing. There was a guy she used to like. First instinct was like, huh! So it is less than optimal.
ああ。
I
そ
just
れで
wonder why such a good student was attending our school. That makes sense. She had no choice because she
何
moved.
もかんもが急やって、気持ちの整理も十分にできてへんままこっちに連れてこられて、やから今もなんで私は来ないとこにおんねんってしょっちゅう思ってる。けどそんな私の心の支えになってるのは中学の卒業式、その男友達が言うてくれた言葉やねん。
言葉？
高校卒業したらこっちに帰ってこい、俺と同じ大学行こう。
そりゃまた焼ける話だな。
こうやって藤田くんと話するようになったのもそいつに言われたからなんや。
あ？
前にそいつに藤田くんのこと話したら、電話でもっとそいつと仲良うせなあかんって怒られた。藤田くんのこときっといいやつやからって言うてたわ。
そいつなかなか見る目あるな。
そういう調子乗りなところとかちょっと藤田くんに似てるわ。
She smiles. To be honest, I was feeling jealous. When she talked about him, the look on her face was one I'd never seen before. It was clear how much she cared about this guy. Honestly, something about it bothered
せ
me.
やから私、大学だけは絶対に向こうのを受けようと思ってる。もし受かったら父親のとこから通ってまたみんなで一緒にワイワイ楽しくやるんや。そのためには今の成績を維持せなあかん。受けようと思ってる大学はレベル高いから、正直うちの高校からじゃ行くのは難しい。周りと同じことやっとったら絶対に受からへん。
それで昼も夜も勉強の一色か。
仕方ないや。
でストレスが溜まったらゲーセンで発散して、まるで大学のために 高校生活捨ててるって感じだな。
それでもいいと思ってる。
なんか不毛だぜ。
進学考えてるやつはみんなそうや。しんどいのは私だけやない。
Oh, she's right. She's on her own path. But it's not for me.
目的はどうであれ、とにかく委員長は頑張ってるよ。毎日テレテレと生きてる俺なんかから見りゃ尊敬したくなるぐらいさ。
そんなことない。
いや、そうだって。頑張ってるよ。だからご褒美だ。
Start massaging again.
もうええよ。
How about I continue?
マッサージとかは癖になるさかい、あんまりやったらあかんねんて。
とかなんとか言いつつ気持ちよさそうな顔してるぜ。ほれほれ。
Keep rubbing her shoulders. She exhaled, sighing despite herself.
色っぽいね。どうや、気持ちいいか。
なんやね。
ここがええのんか。
Keep at it, still massaging her shoulders. Then, after massaging her in silence for a while, I lowered my voice and whispered.
なあ、委員長。そうやって勉強に一生懸命なのもいいけど、もう少し周りと仲良くできねえか。ノリが違うとか、肌に合わないとか、確かにそういうのもあるかもしんねえけどさ。まずは身近なとこで、俺の周りの連中と仲良くしようぜ。あかりとまさし。あいつら基本的に根がいいし、付き合いやすいと思うけどな。そういえば、あかりのやつも委員長と仲良くしたがってたな。
上岸さんが。
まあ、委員長って成績もいいし美人だし、なんか憧れてるみたいだぜ。
It was so Shiho, but I couldn't entirely recommend talking to her. Both Shiho and Classrep have egos, and I feel like they'd end up clashing. Actually, maybe they'd get each other. Could be best friends. Probably not.
とにかく、もっとみんなと話をしようぜ。むっつりしてると、良くない噂とかも流れたりすんぞ。
Finish and wait for her to speak.
例えば、男友達と夜遊びしてるとか。
She gives me a dry smile.
なんかそんな噂が流れてるらしいな。
She sounded
この
irked.
前、同じ塾に通うてる他校の男子生徒に聞かせてもろうた。
I'm another high school. Rumor spread that
そい
far.
つな、噂を真に受けて、私をしつこく遊びに誘ってきてな。
で、どうしたんだ。
あんまりしつこかったんで、思わずカバンで顔をぶったたいてもうた。
過激だな。
But I was relieved to hear
も
it.
ちろん、そんなのただの噂だよな。
Asked with a goofy grin. She looks away.
実は、ほんと。
She whispers.
って言うたら信じる？
信じるわけねえだろ。
She giggles.
でも案外本当かもしれへんよ。例えば、もし今私が今晩家に泊めて言うたらどうする？
Like suddenly, I mean, there are several empty rooms, so if you really need the fucking place to stay, like because the fucking trains gave out or something, like you have like a pick of like 2 rooms. One of them is my parents' bedroom, so that would be kind of weird to pick that one, but the guest room is just kind of there.
くだんねえこと言うな。
本気やったら？
She's just right at me. How's she asking this? He's waiting for an answer. Don't tease me,
からかうんじゃねえよ。
I say. And
から
then
かってなんかない。あくまで本気や言うたら。
she asks her expression serious.
だとしたら、俺も本気で怒らなくちゃなんねえな。
After a brief silence, she whispers.
藤田君なら多分そんな風に言うてくれると思った。
お、
こっちの人間でそんな真剣な顔で叱ってくれるんは藤田君だけやから。
お
Smiles shyly.
なんや、しょうもないこと言うてごめんな。さっきのただの冗談やから。
おお
今日の私、なんかちょっと変かもな。
All this pose makes me think is Jesus Christ. Those are long fingers. Like her middle finger is like maybe like 2.5 time, like 1.5 times the length of her palm. If I'm not going insane, like those are impressive fingies. Maybe I'm too. It's pounding like crazy. It's tingly. I'm nervous. That essentially gives me an awkward smile.
なんや、変な感じになってもうたな。
で、結局どうなんだ？例の噂はあくまでただの噂なんだろ。
当然や。そんなことしてる暇あるかいな。
だよな。
Getting clear answers or leaving. I always knew those rooms were fake anyway. Should have known better than to put any stock in Shiho's info. She needs to quit spreading misinformation. After that, I walked class rep to the
そん
station.
な遅くまで付き合わせてごめんな。
へえって。
それじゃ。
She turns to leave.
待った。
Stop her.
なあ、そういえばさっき委員長こんなことを言ってたな。
うん。
ってことはだ。逆に距離の近さが正確な判断を鈍らせることもあるわけだ。
うん、どういうこと？
案外身近なところに運命の相手がいるかもしれねえってこと。まあ、そんだけ。じゃあな。
うん。それじゃ
あ、待った。
なんやの？
もし帰りが遅くて家を締め出されたら、本当に俺んとこ来いよ。
わかった。じゃ
あ。あ、じゃあな。
Class rep walks into the station. It really was a coincidence running into her. And I feel closer to her than ever. Thank whatever it was that blessed me with this encounter tonight. Friday, April 25th. The sky's pretty nice. I'm in the best of moods.
おっす、ほら、ひろゆき。
ひろゆきちゃん、今日は調子いいね。
ああ、今日はバリバリ快調だぜ。あかり、背中におぶされ。
なんで？
それぐらいテンションが高いってことだ。
None of the energy is left. Another day's hard work over with, I guess. It's time to have some fun. What should I do now? Go home, apparently. That night, get in bed early and close my eyes. Hear a cat. It's nearby. And it's really loud. I jump up and shout. A black cat is sitting on the fence. Looks at my face. And it starts to meow as if trying to communicate something.
頼むから、泣くならよそで泣いてくれ。ほら、シッシ。
Try to drive it away, but it just keeps staring at me curiously and
頼
meowing.
むぜ。
It's helpless. I almost look for something to throw, but I'd feel bad if I hurt the cat, so I just go back to bed. I put headphones on and listen to the CD. That should be good enough. Now I can't sleep because of the music. I don't know that feeling. I fucking despise silence so much that I refuse to sleep without some kind of music. Because, like, I don't want to start thinking in the middle of the night. And everything just be easy. Saturday, April 26th. Just knowing it's Saturday is refreshing. And the weather makes it all the better.
ちょっと風邪気味なの。
ドグ、大丈夫か？しっかり直せよ。
ありがとう。
Alright, all done. When I look up, the sun is still high in the sky. Saturdays always put me in a good mood. Knowing tomorrow's Sunday makes it even better. That's like a bonus on top of a bonus. What should I do now? Frame 1. I catch up with the class rep in front of the stairs. She had left the classroom before me. She's alone as usual. Asked to walk home with her. Speaking a friendly tone, I call out to her from behind.
藤田君。
なんだ、今日も一人でお帰りか？
やろ、別に。
She looks away and
た
mutters.
まには友達と一緒に帰ったらどうだ？
そんなんおらへん。
何言ってんだ？いるだろ？ここ。てなわけで、今日は一緒に帰ろうぜ。
I smile.
まあ、別にええけど。
She whispers, averting her gaze. We end up walking home together. On the way down the hill, we're in the middle of a casual conversation when the class rep suddenly asks me a
なあ、
question.
藤田君。
お、
藤田君は、なんでそないに私と仲良うしたがるんや？
お、
It's a hard question to answer on the spot. Hesitate for a
そん
moment.
な野暮なこと聞くなよ。男が女の子に近づく理由なんて一つしかねえだろ。
I joke.
なんやの？
下心だよ、下心。
I laugh.
藤田君、こっちは真剣に聞いてるんや。ちゃんと真面目に答えて。
Oh, if only she knew! She scolds me. Class rep starts looking real solemn all of a sudden. Why do I want to be her friend? Let's say. Because I really am into you.
やっぱ下心があるからだろ。
I sign
魅
nodding.
力的な女の子とお近づきになりたいってのはごく自然な気持ちだからな。
藤田君、真面目にって言うたやろ。
いや、だから真面目に答えたつもりなんだけど。
どこがや？
She looks away in a huff. Looks like I shouldn't have put it like that. Clear my throat.
ああ、だからつまりだな。委員長と仲良くしたいと思う気持ちに理由なんてないってことだ。
え？
それでも強いて理由を言えって言うんなら、やっぱり下心とかそういう答えになっちまうんだよな。
Doesn't look satisfied.
要するに、そんだけ委員長が魅力的だってことさ。
私が？
そうそう。やっぱ美人は得だよな。放っておいても、俺みたいな横島野郎連中がわんさか集まってくるからな。
私に近づいてくるんは物好きな藤田君だけや。
それはみんな単に見る目がないだけさ。その冷たいメガネに騙されてんださ。
メガネに？
そう。そいつが委員長のクールでドライなキャラクターに輪をかけてるからな。その点俺は普段から横顔ばっか見てるからな。そのお堅いメガネに惑わされず、ちゃんと素顔が見えるんだ。
素顔って？
本当は寂しがり屋だとか、そういうとこも含めて、委員長の可愛いとこ、たくさん知ってるつもりだぜ。
A teaser and grin.
お、どうした？
And then... He suddenly shouts.
おい、
Then she runs off without me.
なんだ？おい、待てよ。
Frantically gave chase. And so we're at 11. Which means it's starting soon. The readiest show. Not my glorious bath time, actually. That's right. Let's have my glorious bath. In fact, I don't like baths. Like, I just shower. Baths take ages and make me not actually feel clean. Let me get ready for it. There, grab the clothes, stuff them in the washer. Someone come wash my back for me. Sunday, April 27th. So I'm gonna wake up early. But I don't have any plans for this Sunday. Oh well. I decided to go wander around town that afternoon. And I'm wandering around town. After having lunch at a random restaurant, I head out onto the street and someone in the plaza draws my attention. She has long, straight hair. She has a pretty young-looking face. I assume she's either my age or a little younger. Hi, Oshina! I don't remember who she is, but I know she's familiar. She's pretty cute. And her figure is especially nice. Looks like a model you might see in a magazine, especially with the way her sweater highlights her chest. And a guy would want to look at her. The girl seems to be waiting for something. She has a kind of pouty look on her face and is gazing at the sky with disinterest. She looks at the clock on the street. She sighs. Apparently she's been waiting for a while. And then her eyes happen to meet. She looks surprised for a moment. Then she frantically looks away. What? So she doesn't want me seeing her. Weird. So I've met her somewhere, right? Squint and watch her. She looks at me, then away again, then returns to gazing up at the sky, acting like I'm not even there. But her luck had run out. When I see her face from the side, I immediately realize who she is. She shudders. I always see her from the side in class. I know that profile anywhere. It's a class rep. I laugh as I walk over to her. She doesn't seem to know how to feel about all this. She says, sighing. She mutters to herself. Seems like I was right. She looks conflicted and hesitates to speak. Ask teasingly. He puts a hand on my chest and pushes me away. Class rep glares at me. She seems annoyed. She blushes. I like usual indifferent demeanor, but this vibe is nice in a different way. She was less class rep and more Tomo. Typically, she was plain, didn't stand out much. Looking at her now, she's actually rip Ray. While we're talking, here's someone else who sounds like they're from Kansai. I turn to see a refined businessman standing there. And the class rep sees him. She looks down and presses a hand against her face. Tomoko. Dad! So this handsome older guy is her dad.
今ここで偶然会うただけや。それに彼氏なんかやない。ただのクラスメイトや。
She rushes to tell her dad that we're only classmates. Does she have to deny it so hard, though? Like eye contact with her dad.
どうもはじめまして。藤田です。
I bow and introduce myself. First impressions are important.
星名の父です。よろしく。
He responds in kind. Oh. Then she mentioned something about her parents being divorced before. But she's living with her mom. She said her dad's still back in Kobe.
お父さん、今日はたまたまこっちに出張やったから、私と会う約束してたんや。
Class rep guesses what was on my mind and explains.
そうなのか。
What? Why couldn't you just say she was waiting for her
じ
dad?
ゃあぼちぼち行こうか。よかったら藤田君もどうや。一緒に食事でも。
お父さん。
いや、せっかくの親子水入らずですし。
そうか。じゃあまた機会があったら。
ええ、はい。
じゃあ藤田君。
おお、また学校でな。
They walk to the taxi stand by the station. See a side of class rep I never knew about. This was an experience to remember. The restful Sunday was coming to an end. I was back to school tomorrow. Oh well, go to bed early tonight. Chirp, chirp. Check the clock. My alarm isn't set to go off for another 10 minutes. It's a rare occasion. Monday, April 28th. Time to start another day. Oh, hold on. I just remember something. Update. There we go. Finally, more abiotic stuff. Fresh breakfast and still have time to spare. Alright. Maybe I'll head out early today. Akari hasn't arrived yet. I hide and wait for her. Close to 3 minutes pass. Akari arrives right on time. He sounds genuinely surprised.
ひろゆきちゃん。
そうだ、驚いたか。
心の底からびっくりしたよ。もう。
悪い悪い。でもたまにはこういう朝も刺激があっていいだろ。
寿命が縮むよ。
古臭いこと言ってんな。
Alright, class over for the day. Finally free. Tomorrow's a holiday too, which feels especially liberating. What should I do now? Tomoko! Oh, we get to walk around! We get to walk around with the busted leg! It really does feel like he's... It does entirely... Like, hold on, let me... Feels like he's gyrating in this direction a bit more, unless I'm going insane. Like... Yeah, it does entirely feel like he's a bit more gyrating in that direction. While talking. Not talking, walking, I mean. When the fuck did I get talking? But yeah, something probably wrong there. As I exit to the school gate to spot class rep. She seems to be waiting for someone.
Yo, 委員長。
藤田君。
誰か待ってんの？
別に。
She blushes and looks away. What? She's waiting for who I think she was waiting for.
もしかして俺を待っててくれたのか？
I smirk.
冗談言わんといて。
She tries to leave. Well, let's walk home together. Quickly reach out and grab her hand.
一緒に帰ろうぜ。な。
She nods. I grin.
何？どないしたん？
いや、別に。
We walk side by side. As we walk, we speak to each other. About the season, about our hobbies, about those sorts of frivolous
こうい
things.
うことがあってさ。
へえ。
There are a few abrupt lulls in the conversation. During those moments of silence, we become oddly conscious of each other. What's going on? Like a middle school couple that just started dating.
もし時間あんなら何かおごろうか。
ほんま？
ああ、いいぜ。
じゃあ、お言葉に甘えて。
You arrive at McDonald's. You get a cafe au lait and a teriyaki burger, while class rep gets an apple pie and a lemon tea. You'll talk for about an
じゃあ
hour.
ここで。
また委員長。
Something before she leaves.
あのよ。
うん。
また一緒に帰ろうな。
When I ask that, she nods, then hurries away with embarrassment. We did understand this middle school couple vibe. It's like children pretending to know about love. But it's kind of nice. Tomorrow's Showa Day. It's unfair to celebrate only Showa. We should have had a Taisho Day and a Heisei Day too. Well, but because that mean more fucking holidays, aka less school. Wake up early. Tuesday, April 29th. Today's a holiday. Showa Day, I think. Oh. About to make myself something to eat when I realize my supply of instant noodles has run dry. Although I realize I shouldn't be eating instant noodles every day, even over spring break, I still feel the need to stock up. So we go shopping. I buy ramen, udon, and yakisoba while I'm at it. This should last me for a while. Makes me feel poor, though.
あれひろゆき
I'm the runner to Masashi.
お前も買い出しか？
うんちょっと姉さんに頼まれて
なんだ相変わらずちえみさんには頭上がんねえのか？
別にそういうわけじゃ
でも人のことは言えねえか。俺もちえみさんには頭上がんねえもんな。
I laugh. Masashi's sister was a good deal older than I was, so I always feel like I have to be deferential to her.
今は身重だからねしょうがないよ。
お、そうか。何ヶ月だっけ
7ヶ月だったかな。
じゃあお腹も大きいんだろ
まあね。
Masashi and I chat and walk together.
部活、今日は午前中だったのか？
うんグランドの都合でたまたま。
朝っぱらから大変だな、お前も。
楽しいからね。そうでもないよ。
Masashi sounds
最
content.
近自分の弱点とかが見えてきたからそこを伸ばしたいしね。練習試合も多いし面白いよ。
そうか。
Masashi was sort of a flake back in elementary school, but you'd never know it from the way he's now. He's way more together than I am.
ひろゆき
何が？
なんか言いたそうな顔してるから。
いや、まあそうだな。
ん？
じゃあまさし。ん？
But all the girls are into you now, huh?
最近モテるだろ。
なんだよいきなり。
いや、なんとなく聞きたくてな。
そうだな。モテなくもないって感じかな。
結構ファンがいるって話だろ？
まあ
目をつけてることかいんのか？
いやそういうのは別に。
Masashi seems a little flustered. Looks like I hit on
言え
something.
よ。
I grin and prod him with an elbow.
まあそりゃちょっと気になる相手ぐらいいるけど。
なんだ教えろよ。ほれほれ。
参ったな。
I end up going over to Masashi's place and talking about guy things. Bro time. April 29th is over. I slowly drift off to sleep. Wednesday. Wednesday, April 30th. Get out of bed and stretch. It's the last morning of April and I feel great.
ひろゆきちゃん、知ってる？
何が？
駅前にキッズトイパークっていうおもちゃのデパートがオープンしたんだよ。
ああ、あれね。
知ってた？
あれだけ派手に宣伝してりゃ、そりゃな。
すごい数のおもちゃがあるんだよ。
もう行ってきたのか？
この間仕事。
へえ。
で、そこで何を買ったかというと、
どうせ熊のなんたらだろ。
ピンポーン、正解です。
バレバレ。
It's third period. The juniors are gathered in the AV room to receive instructions for the school trip. The teacher passes out itineraries, describes the schedule, and tells us about a bunch of rules. This trip is to Hokkaido, a vast land brimming with nature. Just getting out of the city and being able to enjoy the wide open spaces is enough to make the trip feel worth it. The teacher makes one or two punny jokes about Hokkaido, but the assembly is otherwise uneventful. Sit and flip through the itinerary as Akari approaches with a happy look on her
ひろゆき
face.
ちゃん。
おう、なんだ。嬉しそうな顔しやがって。
修学旅行楽しみだね。
まあな。なんつっても高校生活最大級のビッグイベントだしな。
ひろゆきちゃん、ずっと前から北海道に行きたがってたもんね。
おう、憧れの北の大地がいよいよ目前に迫ってきたぜ。そういや、しおりのこのページだけどな。
何何？
Akari and I have a good time reading through the itinerary together. It's over. My shoulders are so stiff. What should I do now? There's a UMA again. But I guess we're going home. That night. Crap, I messed up. Watched TV for so long that it's 3 in the morning now. Will I ever learn? No. There is no learning here. Thursday, May 1st. It's morning already. Wake up feeling tired the first morning of May.
今日から5月だね。
What do you mean you're going to school? Talk to Abba. You got a fucking day off. Actually, is talk to Abba a thing in America? No, I feel the need to check. So, it is a thing in America. It's just Labor Day. It makes sense.
Soだな。
こんなに天気のいい日は学校行くよりもどこか遊びに行きたくなるね。
学校サボろうって誘ってんのか？
そうじゃないけど。
なんだ。一緒に海の見える公園にでも行ってのんびりしようかと思ったのに。今しばらくサボること考えたろ。やーい不良。
Alright. First day of May is over. I can do what I want. What should I do now? Go home, apparently. The wife isn't here. That night, I got a brand new notebook in a drawer. I'd gotten it for free on the grand opening of some store. Alright, today's as good a day as any. Might as well start a diary. And first, Thursday. Got up in the morning and went to sleep at night. That's a terrible first entry. Forget it! I'm not doing this. Friday, May 2nd.
Yes.
If I can just get through the day, Golden Week starts tomorrow. And we can never and then we have a school and then we have a school trip after that. Thinking about that should help me get through the day.
ひろゆきちゃん、今日一日辛抱すればお休みだよ。
まるで俺がいやいや学校に通ってる風に聞こえるじゃないか。
違うの？
違うとも言い切れないか。
Alright, it's the start of Golden Week. Feel light and free inside and out. The wife isn't here. At night I relax at home for a while, then go out for dinner. After eating at some random restaurant, I kill time at an arcade. By the time I leave, it's raining. Seriously, didn't bring an umbrella. Think about buying one at the convenience store nearby, but there's a number of people running without umbrellas. I decided to do the same and run home.
藤田くん、
お、
Oh, hi.
委員長じゃねえか。
やっと来た。もし来おへんかったらどうしようかと思ってた。
We got a whole ass, like, animated cutscene. What the fuck?
藤田くんに会おう思ってな。前に会うたこの場所で待っとればそのうちきっと通るんやないか思って。
そりゃここはよく通るけどさ。だからって傘もささずにこんな。
最初は降ってへんかってんけど、待ってるうちに降り出したから。
降り始めたのは随分前の話だぜ。
結構待ってたかもな。なかなか来おへん藤田くんが悪いねんで。
何言ってんだよ。今日の委員長なんかちょっと変だぜ。何かあったのか。委員長？
藤田くん。藤田くん。私。藤田くん。藤田くん。
委員長？
Another advantage of 3D, they could just, like, pull out whole ass, like, animated cutscenes. As the downpour continues, cold rain and overflowing tears soak the inner parts of her glasses. I'll take the last trip home with me. Can't leave her like that. She would have caught a cold.
ほら、つったってねえで早く上がれよ。
When I say that, she gives me a shy
で
smile.
も、私、びしょびしょに濡れてるし。
だから言ってんだろ。ほら、シャワー貸してやるから。とにかく体温めてこいよ。
藤田くん、うちの人は？
あれ、言わなかったっけ？うちの両親、仕事の都合で家を空けてんだ。
そうなん。
それよりも早く上がった。
うん。
She warms her cold body with a hot shower. Toss a wet uniform in the dryer, and I lend her one of my shirts. Have her way to my room and take a shower myself. The shower feels nice on my freezing skin.
Yes.
Return to my room with a cup of coffee in each of my hands. The class strap's usual intimidating vibe is gone. She's quietly waiting in my room as meek as a kitten.
いい子にして待ってたか？
Her smile. A little look appears on her face.
飲みな。
Hold a mug out to her. She takes it with both hands. Blowing on the coffee, she holds the mug up to her lips. She takes a sip.
に
She
ぐ
grimaces.
なんやのこれブラックやないの。
なんだ、砂糖なしじゃ飲めねえのか？
飲めへんよそんな。ミルクと砂糖なしじゃ。
I snort when I hear that.
飲めよ。
She blushes a little before pouting at me. And I'm going to fetch some milk and sugar.
何よニヤニヤして。
いや、砂糖にミルクだなんて、委員長って意外と可愛いとこがあるなってな。
やないの別に。
誰も悪いなんて言ってねえだろ。可愛いっつったんだよ。
She gives me a sour look.
性格悪いわ。
そうか？自分じゃ結構いいやつだなって思うけど。
しょっちゅう意地悪なこと言うやないか。
意地悪？そうかな？
自覚ないのは余計にタチ悪い。
He smiles. Finally seems to have calmed down and returns to her usual self. We drink coffee together. When I finish mine, I casually
で
speak
も
up.
驚いたぜ。まさかあんなところで委員長が待ってるとはな。直接うちに来りゃいいじゃねえか。
いえ、知らへんもん。
じゃあ電話とか。
番号。
だからって。
I'm about to say something, but I stop myself. She's hanging her head low, and she has a gravely serious look on her face.
はあ、しょうがねえな。
Smiling roundly, I sigh.
一体何があったんだ？
I
なん
ask,
か理由があんだろ。だからわざわざ俺に会いに来たんじゃねえのか。
still staring at the floor, she
な
nods.
んだよ。言ってみな。俺でよかったら相談に乗るぜ。
But she just keeps her head down and doesn't
さ
answer.
っきの委員長。なんだか、俺の知ってる委員長じゃないみたいだった。俺、委員長があんな大泣きするやつだとは思わなかった。何か、よっぽどショックなことでもあったんじゃねえのか。
She says nothing at first, but with enough patience, she eventually starts to open up.
前に私が神戸に帰りたがってる理由を話したことあったと思うんやけど。
ああ、確か委員長には好きな男がいて、そいつが帰ってこいって言ったから。
Did you find out that he got a girl? She
そ
nods.
れがどうかしたのか。
昨日そいつとは別の女友達と電話しとったんやけど。
そしたら、
When I encourage her to keep talking, she stares at a single point on the floor and
そ
continues.
したらその電話の友達がこっそり私に教えてくれた。
何を？
あいつのこと。
あいつってその好きな男のことか。
She
あい
nods.
つなんでも今私の親友の子と付き合ってるらしい。二人同じ高校なんやけど、高校に入ってすぐに付き合い始めたらしいんや。そんなん私全然知らへんかった。
ってことは、委員長がこっちに来てすぐか。
She meekly nods.
もともと中学の頃から仲の良かった二人や。付き合うようになっても不思議はないと思う。二人は中学の頃からお互いに好きやったらしい。けどいつも間に私がおったから二人とも遠慮して言い出せんかったらしいんや。
そうなのか。
大方私に気使って黙ってたんやと思うけど、そんなん大きなお世話や。そんなことで壊れる友情やないやろ。二人とも隠し事なんかせん、ほんまの親友やと思ってたのに。
Voice grows shakier. Tears well up in her eyes.
だから中学の頃から私に遠慮せんと付き合ったらええやん。そんなことされたら逆に邪魔者みたいやんか。
委員長。
ずっと向こうに帰ることばっかり考えてて、こっちじゃ一切友達も作らへんかって、ただ向こうの大学に受かるように勉強だけは頑張ってたのに。いや私一人でアホみたいやないか。これで向こう帰ってそれからどうせ言うんやろ。
Let's add some self-mocking laughter.
今日まで自分のしてきたことが あの電話一本で全ての意味なくしてしもうたかと思うと、アホらしゅうて逆に泣けてくるわ。
泣きたい時は我慢しても無駄さ。思いっきり泣いちまえよ。
Offer my
辛い
advice.
時には泣ける。人間ってのはそうできてんのさ。もやもや溜め込むくらいなら思いっきり泣いてすっきりした方がいいぜ。なんなら俺の胸を貸してやろうか。
藤田、
I'm joking about the last part. I'm setting her up to laugh at me for that. And yet,
Angel.
she does what I say and presses her face against my chest, crying hard.
Angel.
I'm unsure what to do at first, but I eventually wrap my arms around her and pat her back. We can hear the heavy rain outside. The noise mixes with the sound of her cries. She keeps sobbing in my chest. I want to do whatever I can to support her fragile, vulnerable heart. Sometime later, the dryer finally finishes drying her uniform. She changes into the uniform and tells me she's heading home.
藤田君の言った通りやな。思いっきり泣いたらなんや妙にすっきりしたわ。
She says,
で
grinning.
も光栄だね。
何が？
辛い時に真っ先に俺の顔が浮かぶとはさ。
I smile.
たまたま身近に愚痴を聞かせる人間がおらんかっただけや。
She bashfully replies. Can't help but smile.
なんやのその笑いは。
いや別に。
ほんまなんやねん。
Like, he's just smiling. Her first reaction is, what's with the grin? This leads me to believe, because we've seen the way the main character looks, and his droopy eyes inherently make him look like a smug little asshole, even if he just smiles normally. And this is now headcanon. Like, this man literally cannot show joy without appearing like he's mocking someone, and he does not have any control over it.
ところで終電間に合うのか。
まだ大丈夫や。ちょっと急がなあかんけど。
外まだ雨降ってるぜ。
ああ、そうやな。傘貸してくれる？
ああ、そりゃ貸すけどさ。
Give her an umbrella.
今日は本当に世話になったね。
She says, smiling.
ああ、
She puts her hand on the door, looking at her back, I say. You just spend the night here. I don't want to send her home like this. I'm firmly against it.
また委員長。
Call out to her from behind to stop her.
何？
なあ、今日泊まっていけよ。
I suggest.
もう遅いしさ、雨も降ってるし、今から帰るのは大変だろ。
でも何言い出すのよ突然。
俺んち広いしさ、部屋いくつもあるし。
Oh, maybe she's not interested. That makes sense. It won't be weird for a girl to stay at a guy's house all
わ
alone.
かった。じゃあせっかくやし、今夜は藤田くんのご好意に甘えさせてもらうことにするわ。
そうか。
Despite being the one who made the suggestion, I'm a little stunned as I take the umbrella back.
それじゃまたお邪魔します。
He smiles, takes off his shoes, and enters my house again. We eat instant ramen together for our late night snack. She tells me she never ate dinner. We sit across from each other at the table and suck down the ramen. It wasn't so long ago that I would have imagined doing this with Class Rat.
なんやのまたニヤニヤして。
いや、二人でこうしてラーメンずるずるやってる姿がおかしくてさ。委員長はこういうのってよく食べる方？
時々かな。藤田くんは？
まあ一人で生活してるとどうしてもな。めんどくさい時はこういうので手軽に済ませたりする。
Ah, yes, when I just can't be bothered, I'll just eat something like this. Sadly, I rarely can be bothered.
完 亀岸さんが心配するのもわかるわ。
なんでそんなこと知ってんだよ。
そらすぐ隣の席やからな。嫌でも聞こえてくるわ。
She smiles. Wait in my room until the class rep gets back from calling
家
home.
の人なんて言ってた？
何にも。あっそうって感じ。うちの母親は放任主義やからな。
年頃の娘が外泊だってのに寛大だな。
何よ、これから二人に何か問題でも起こるかのような発言やな。
期待してる？
アホなわけあるか。
相変わらずきついぜ。
And we start chatting. We still hit each other with some banter, but don't down from before. And a smile, weariness of the day, creates a gentle, soothing vibes. Seeing the class rep in my room in her school uniform is both surreal and exciting. It's kind of a weird feeling. She ends up sleeping in my room that night. I suggest she sleep in one of the many empty rooms, but she wants to keep talking to me, so she decides to stay in my room. Sleeps in my bed while I sleep on a futon on the floor. Keep chatting late into the night. It's still raining outside. When the lights are out and the room is dark, she sounds kinder than usual. The clock strikes midnight. The rain has yet to stop. The sound roars in my ears. Can't sleep. Toss and turn on the futon. Class rep is so close. She's within arm's reach. Thinking about that makes it impossible to sleep. We suddenly find ourselves alone together at night. After learning more about each other, I feel like we're closer than before. The time we spent together means a lot. It makes my feelings clear to me. Feelings for her. I was never too sure before, but I can put it into words. Yes, I thought she was fast asleep, but she says my name. She couldn't sleep either. She whispers.
なんか眠れなくてな。
私も。
She informs me. There's another moment of silence.
藤田君。
なんだよ。
あのな。
おう。
そこ狭いやろ。
お
I'm about to say it's fine,
こ
but
っち来おへん。
she suggests.
来て、もう少し話しよう。
You get into bed with her. Her face and chest are right there. I need to. Whoops.
そんな遠慮せんと、もっと近くに寄りいな。
I thought it was him like, no need to be shy. She asked me to come in here. Just calm down, brother. Like that. I thought it was going for something like that.
遠慮なんかするかよ。俺のペットだぜ。
ああ、そうやな。
She giggles.
なんかしゃべりいな。
委員長こそ。
Can't stop looking at her chest. It's pretty big. Crap, I looked again. My self-control isn't the
藤
best.
田君、なんか緊張してない？
そりゃあな。
Like, you look kind of nervous. Well, I did just like come to terms with the fact that I like you like literally like a couple of minutes ago, so this is a bit rough on me. Man, I'm supposed to have a normal conversation under these circumstances. So close that I can feel her breath.
委員長。だけど、いいのかよ。
何が？
いや、好きでもない男。こんな。
好きでもないって藤田君のこと？
まあ。
And then
失礼よな。
she pouts.
好きでもない人とやったらこんなこと絶対せえへんって。
She looks down with embarrassment.
ってこと。
ああ、それくらいそうしてよ。
なんだよ。はっきり言ってくれよ。
なんで私だけ？そんなんずるいわ。
俺は前から言ってるみたいなもんだろ。委員長好き好き。ほらな。
なんやそれ。
ほらほら、言ったろ。次はそっちの番な。俺、はよはよ。
しゃあないな。
Broke to a somewhat bashful smile, and
す、
好き。
she whispers.
なんや。
いや、もう、なんというか。やっぱいいよな、それ。もう一回。頼む、もう一回だけ。アンコール。
なんやもう。
This is diabetes! Oh boy. She's adorable. I love I like her already. I do love me headstrong woman turning into actual fucking putty. There's nothing cuter than someone that has her guard up so fucking much. Suddenly just deciding, ah yes, I now have the Pokemon ability Noah Guard. Just because she's met the right one.
いいじゃないか、減るもんじゃなし。
ラストやで。
よし、
好き。
おっしゃ
なんかめっちゃアホみたいやわ。
Try aside her embarrassment as she smiles.
ー。だけど、マジで嬉しいぜ。こうやって委員長と自然に話せるようになるなんてな。
なあ、藤田くん。藤田くんはなんでそうやって私のことを好きになってくれたん？
なんでって、そうだな。
I don't know why. Think about it for a bit. I can't think of anything specific.
さあ、なんでだろうな。やっぱり、毎日の積み重ねで、少しずつ、少しずつ、好き。委員長はどうなんだ？
私も同じかな。最初は藤田くんのことなんや軽薄そうで鬱陶しいやつやと思ってたのに。
俺、そんな軽薄そうか？
まあ最初はそう思ったんよ。
She awkwardly
で
smiles.
もなんやろな、そのうち少しずつそれが悪ない思えてきて、今回もうどうしたらええかわからんようになった時、最初に浮かんだんは藤田くんの顔やったし。
ようやく、俺のアプローチが実を結んだってわけだな。
かもな。
She giggles.
正直言うと、今回電話であいつが彼女と付き合うてるって聞いた時、それほど動揺せえへんかった。
Yeah, the say distance makes the heart go yonder, but like, it's not actually a thing.
あいつって、委員長が好きって言ってた？
そう、むしろショックやったんはそれを隠されてたこととか、自分は今まで何をしてたんやろうってことで、あいつに彼女がおったことへの驚きは少なかった。
でも、ずっと好きだったんだろ？
本当はあいつが彼女のこと好きなんもなんとなくは知ってて、ただはっきり口にして聞いたことなかったから。でも自分ではもう少しショック受けるかと思ってたけど、それに関しては意外とさっぱりしてる。それは多分その時はもう藤田くんのことが好きやったからやろな。逆に言えばあの電話のおかげではっきりとそのことに気づいたんやけど。
It's less a case that she liked the guy still, and then the call happened, and suddenly she likes him. She's kind of like, she knew she liked him in middle school, and there was the promise. So it was a case of like, yeah, sure, I still like the guy. Like, it's more so like convincing herself. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, based on how she describes. It's literally just a case of like she already essentially gave up when she moved, and her effort was essentially just refusal to give up in a little in a way. So the call was literally just like, oh yeah, so there we go. Now she can finally stop trying to fool herself.
委員長。
なんや、難しいこと一人でベラベラ喋ってもうたわ。
Usually smiles and hides her face in the shades. I grin and hold her tight.
藤田君、
Startled, she looks up at me.
俺と一緒にいようぜ。
I smile at her.
向こうに帰るなんてもうやめちまえよ。ずっと俺とこっちにいようぜ。
藤田。
つうかさ、俺が一緒にいたいんだ。
And then we kiss. Our arms wrapped around each other, we hold each other tight. She shed tears as large as pearls. The rain stops at some point, and I glimpse the starry sky through the clouds. The pink atmosphere particles are still happening? Then we don't even get like the time transition.
じゃあ飯買いに行くからいつもの場所でな。
ええよ。
Blinding sunlight makes me squint. There's a refreshing breeze. I don't feel like summer. Stretch and yawn. I don't look for her. Oh, there she is. The wind whips at her as she gazes at the buildings in the distance. She looks a little happy from the side.
あ、お待たせ。
Say, approaching her.
遅いやないか。
悪い悪い。ちょっと学食でうるさいやつに捕まっちまってさ。
Ah, she-hell.
もう10分も経ってるやないの。
なんだよ。10分ぐらい許せよ。
先に食べてまおうかと思ったわ。
悪かったって。じゃあ食おうぜ。ところで、例のことを考えてくれたか。
うん。まあ。
で、どうなんだ。
一応、オッケーということで。
本当か？うん。よっしゃ
ほんま嬉しいやな。まだしばらく先の話やないか。
んなのあっという間だって。じゃあそれまでに金貯めとかなくっちゃな。よし、例のバイト始めっか。
They already talked about moving in together or
あそこの
something.
ゲーセン？
そう。
やったら今度遊びに行くからぬいぐるみおまけしてや。
はいはい。
That really does fly. It's them already. It's blue sky as far as the eye can see. Waves lapping at the shore. Sunlight is dazzlingly bright. Lying on the white sand, I gaze absentmindedly at the sky, drifting off to sleep. Just then a shadow suddenly blocks out the sun.
はいや、寝とったんかいな。
Oh no, I've read a fucking doujin about her without knowing who she was. Okay, so that doujin is being locked away for the ages. I don't know why, I feel weird reading doujins for characters of the ends I've played, because like, it's one thing to do it for manga and anime and games, where it's just like more surface level. Like with VNs, you're kind of like forced to really like go head to head with the characters. We get to know them, so it just then feels weird to sexualize them to me at least. Shell was cast with class rep Straw Hat.
起きてたよ。
Squint. The light that leaks past the edges of the straw hat is bright.
なあ、およご。
泳ぐ。
そんなん時間の無駄やんか。なあ、ほら、はよ泳ごうや。
わかったわかった。泳ぐ泳ぐ。
はよはよ。
I do wonder where the fuck this suddenly came from. She looks to be enjoying herself. Natural smile comes to my face too.
めっちゃ綺麗やで。ほんま澄んだブルーが広がってるんや。
I sparkle like a child.
しかし今日の委員長って本当に楽しそうだな。
楽しい。めっちゃ楽しい。
She says,
な
grinning.
んだやけに素直じゃねえか。
She giggles.
せっかくの旅行やもん。楽しまなな。
She grins. And
せっ
then
かくの旅行やから、今日は少しでも藤田くんと一緒にいたいんや。
she says, eyes softening, she looks at
委員
me.
長。
なあ、藤田くん。
お
その委員長って呼ぶの、せめてこの旅行中ぐらいはやめようよ。
ああそうだな。
ちゃんと、ともこって呼んでや。
オッケーわかったよ委員長。
藤田くん。
冗談冗談。
Stand
じゃ
up.
あ行くか。ともこ。
Wait, hold on, that was it? Is it? That was literally, they got together. There's like a scene of them eating lunch, a scene of them at the beach, and that's it. Hold on, Lemmy Christopher Hella Miyauchi? Holy name. I guess it makes sense that a lot of these characters did change up their VA. Hold on, Michael Miyauchi? And Cindy. Oh, I could have skipped this the entire time. Call me Tomoko, watch Tomoko's ending. A new morning, watched an ending. That's still... That still feels incomplete. I guess it feels incomplete because I was literally like, because I literally assumed like, okay, Tomoko-Route is gonna start here. No, like the routes are essentially weaved into the common route. So like, the moment you start to seriously pursue Tomoko with all her affection events, using the route guide is technically when you start the route, even if you have some unrelated events to view technically. And it still feels somewhat like incomplete overall. Also, I just realized, hold on, let's go back to like that fucking memories thing. What are the two empty ones? I guess like that is easy to figure out by just pressing the button and going to the options. Well, I don't know about this one, But we did mention, did hear an Ayaka mentioned by a fucking Karate Kid over here. So is it a case of you need to finish her route in order to unlock her route or something? Or something like that? Probably. Anyways, character viewer. Oh, we can actually view him now. Fucking... Let me switch outfits. He only has two. He only has one facial expression. His his sole facial expression. His sole facial expression is abject confusion. Let's like, is it like a can he like switch it if he is in his school uniform? Nope. Funny. Oh, there's the fucking shirt. That's still a very nice swimsuit. It's very simple, but it's nice nonetheless. Also like the hat. The hat's neat. This is overall also a nice one. Oh, wet. Oh, the stretch. Yeah, she's good, like her. Oh. That's pause, not end. I'm stupid. There is an others option as well. And fucking Masashi is in the others option. Damn disrespect. Oh hey, it's bitch number 3. Oh hey, it's bitch number 1. She literally only has 3 faces and they're all bitch face. She at least has like a bit of a like awkward smile. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. She is apologetic. And like Okada is literally just, she has 3 flavors of bitch face. Which is oddly funny to me. But yeah. Well, since tomorrow is going to be a fucking Roshiori part. You got time to choose which one y'all would like to see next, I guess. So yeah, go off. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and see you next time. Bye.